Camino Portuguese lessons. Lesson number 4, listening to my body. There are many times during my Camino where I had to ask myself, is it best for me to take a rest? Is it best for me to change something right now? And thankfully, I did that many, many, many times. The first example, and this happened many times, where, especially in the last half of the Camino, where I just felt like resting longer in the morning. I had already gotten up. I'd maybe messaged some people, maybe checked social media, etc. And I just thought, I just feel like lying here for a while. It's okay to be lazy. I just hiked for 30, 35, whatever kilometers yesterday. So I really did that a lot, where I would just lie in bed, still be doing things, maybe even reading. I did bring a book along this trip, but I would just really listen to my body, and my body was telling me, hey, just lay here and rest. So I honored that and respected that. And another case in point of listening to my body is I do have a nerve issue, which I've had for a while. It's on my left clavicle, and it happens to be right where my shoulder strap for any backpack sits. So in general, I don't feel it unless I am doing a hike or a bike for longer than about 3 hours. And I've had this issue for a while. I've seen different people to attempt to heal it. I'm now doing a few other things to attempt to heal it on my own, and I'm holding that intention that will happen. That being said, bottom line is, going into this trip, I knew that at times I would have potentially a little bit of pain in that area. So what I would do is, as soon as I would feel any sort of pain, even of course mild pain in that case, I would take that shoulder strap off and just hike with the one shoulder strap. And I know at times a few people gave me strange looks, and that's okay. Sometimes when I was hiking with people for a while, I'd tell them why I'm doing that. However, I didn't say it many times, because in my experience, anytime a person mentions a physical issue to somebody, most people have a very sad, kind of feel sorry for your reaction, and the energy around that is not good. And it's caring, and it's compassionate, and it's empathetic. However, the feeling sorry energy, it really does not help me at all, and it doesn't help them either. So bottom line is, I only told a couple people that, but I knew going into this trip that I would have nerve pain in that shoulder a few times. So I managed that by, like I say, as soon as I felt any inkling of pain, I would take that shoulder strap off. Sometimes I would just sit and have a short rest. And other times I would preemptively do that. So even before I would feel any sort of nerve pain in that left clavicle, if I knew it was a long day, quite often I would just hike with one shoulder strap on for like 15 minutes every hour. And again, some people, when they saw me doing that, they kind of gave me a weird look, and I really don't care. It's like, you know what? I want to do everything I can to be proactive with this nerve pain in my clavicle, to manage it the best I can, and to be able to still finish the Camino and not be in an intense amount of pain. Another example of me truly listening to my body is, I have a different nerve issue in my body, which some of my friends and family know about. I have what's called Morton's neuroma in my left foot. And I've had that for a while. And I've seen different people about that to attempt to heal it. And as with the nerve issue in my left clavicle, I'm presently doing a few different things on my own to attempt to heal it naturally. And I'm optimistic that'll happen. Being 100% honest, that Morton's neuroma was getting slowly better before this trip. And the way that manifests in terms of pain, at this point in my life, it only happens if I am on my feet for like 10 hours back at home. And I had a inkling that would happen on this trip, even though I wouldn't be hiking for 10 hours. I think I had one day on this trip where I hiked for 10 hours. But anyways, there were times when I did get a little bit of pain in that area. And what I would do at those times is I would sometimes take a break. Sometimes I would switch to my sandals, which are yoga sandals. And those are one of the things that help naturally improve that nerve issue. And then sometimes I would just, when I'd take a break, I would massage that area a little bit with aloe vera gel. So there again, that's another thing that I was really listening to my body about. And, you know, I'm truly grateful that I did listen to my body, because it allowed me to finish the entire Camino Portuguese with only a mild amount of pain ever. I didn't have any day where I had intense pain for any of those two nerve issues. And yeah, sure, I had some later starts at times. But you know what? It was all good in the end. And it allowed me to truly enjoy my experience instead of the grin and bear it mentality. So thanks for listening to this video or watching this video. In case you're not aware, I do have other Camino Portuguese lessons, so I'll link those below. And there are also other videos I made during my Camino Portuguese. I did a video diary every day, as well as I used an app called Relive, which allows you to have a GPS tracking map with my own photos embedded in a video that app creates. So if you're at all interested in those, check those out. I'll link those below as well. And if you're enjoying these videos, consider liking and subscribing. Of course, that helps me out. Take care and be well.